Did you know that California is one of the top 30 states sending people to South Carolina? And out of those 30 states, California ranks number 6 from the top, with thousands of people since 2019 who are relocating to the Palmetto State. In last week's video, I shared why South Carolina is such a popular new residence for New Yorkers, and this week I'll highlight why many Californians are choosing to make South Carolina their home in recent years. From property taxes to the cost of living and more, I'll share why Californians are moving to the Palmetto State in droves. So let's dive into it right now. If you are thinking about moving from California to South Carolina, I'll tell you what to expect. Let's start with the cost of living. There are a lot of great things about California, but according to Insure.com, it's the third most expensive state in the US to live in. This is a major reason that many Californians are moving to other states with lower cost of living, such as South Carolina. While South Carolina's cost of living is roughly 6% lower than the national average, California's cost of living is almost 47% higher than the national average. In fact, the overall cost of living in California is 20.4% higher than the cost of living in the Palmetto State. Now, what about the difference in housing costs? On average, houses in Los Angeles, California cost 232% more than homes in Columbia, South Carolina, according to bestplaces.net. South Carolina median's home value is lower than the national average at $269,000, and the median home value in California is one of the highest in the country at $728,000. That's a difference of $459,000 in housing costs. And if you own a home, you'll have to pay property tax. So what can you expect to pay in South Carolina? South Carolina is among the top 5 states in the nation with the lowest property taxes, and as of February of this year, South Carolina has an average property tax rate of 0.56%. In comparison, California has an average property tax rate of 0.75%. This means that in South Carolina, you would pay $1,379 per year in property taxes on a $245,000 home. In California, you would pay $1,828 a year in taxes on a home of the same value, according to WalletHub.com. So that's a savings of $449 per year in property taxes. But remember that the home average price in California is about $700,000. Therefore, your property taxes will be considerably higher. So what about the difference in gas prices? Gas prices are always fluctuating, but gas prices in South Carolina have continued to be significantly lower than gas prices in California. Right now, the average cost per gallon for regular gasoline in South Carolina is about $3.14, while regular gasoline in California costs an average of $4.79 per gallon. So that's a difference of $1.65 per gallon. The utilities. Another important factor to consider when moving is what you will be paying each month for utilities. The monthly utility costs depend on many factors, including where you live, the size of your home, the age and condition of your appliances, and your state's climate and energy costs. Now let's consider each state's utility costs. According to Forbes.com, California has the highest average monthly water bill in the nation, costing $77 per month. California's average energy bill is roughly $124 per month. South Carolina's water bill averages just $33 per month, and electricity is about $139 a month. So while water costs are much more in California, its energy costs are lower than South Carolina's. Now that we have covered money matters, let's talk about the climate in each state. While both states receive a lot of sunshine, Los Angeles, California has 284 sunny days per year, while Columbia gets 217 days of sunshine. In general, the Golden State has milder temperatures in the winter and summer, with summer highs on about 84 degrees and winter lows averaging 46 degrees. The Palmetto State can get quite hot in the summer, with temperatures reaching 94 degrees, but winters are mild with average lows of 35 degrees. Both states have mild winters and don't get much snow. In fact, Southern California doesn't get any snow. South Carolina sees very little snow, but it does receive up to a few inches of snow on occasional years. The biggest difference in climate between these two states is the dryness and humidity. California's dryness contributes to dry droughts and wildfires, and South Carolina's humidity and its location along the Atlantic coast has contributed to occasional flooding and hurricanes. In the 10 years I've been here in South Carolina, I've seen a little bit of flooding, and I have heard of the hurricanes, and we always receive alerts, but fortunately for me, they never have touched ground where I live, which is in the Midlands of South Carolina. Columbia, South Carolina receives about 46 inches of rain per year, while Los Angeles gets about 16 inches of rain. Also, the Golden State is relatively dry with a humidity index of 68%, and the Palmetto State's humidity is much higher at about 83%. Now let's talk about the fun stuff. What each state offers for recreation and entertainment? Keep in mind that California is large in size and is one of the largest states in the US, so its landscape varies from the redwoods and Sierra Nevada mountains in Northern California to the beautiful beaches in Southern California. While Northern and Central Cali are perhaps known for their natural beauty and national parks like Sequoia and Redwood National Park, Southern Cali is known for its famous cities and entertainment venues such as Hollywood, Universal Studios, Disneyland, the world-famous San Diego Zoo, and many amusement parks and aquariums. South Carolina is known for its beautiful beaches and mountains, as well as its rich history. The great thing about South Carolina is that no matter where you live in the state, you aren't too far from the mountains or the beach. South Carolinians love the outdoors because of their state's natural beauty and moderate climate. If you are not a fan of the outdoors, there are still many things to do in South Carolina, like shopping, eating international cuisine at a variety of restaurants, live theaters, movie theaters, arcades, art studios, museums, concert halls, clubs, and much more. South Carolina is also a great place for families with lots of kids-friendly entertainment venues. If you want to know my top 10 must-visit family destinations for Colombia, check out this video. Both of these states are wonderful for different reasons, but many Californians are flocking to South Carolina because of its lower cost of living, lower housing costs, lower property taxes, and its slower, easier pace of life. Also, South Carolina has a reputation for its friendly people and its southern charm and hospitality, so expect to receive a warm welcome when you arrive. So now that you know how these two states compare, would you like to know the reasons why you should avoid moving to South Carolina? If yes, make sure to watch this video. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I'll see you next week.